Dude, there's some pretty cool stuff. I have some questions in regards to Wonder Woman and Gal Gadot, and
is that how you say it? Gal Gadot? I always feel like I say it wrong. Gal Gadot. Okay.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
I feel like, but I've heard people say it that way too. Like I don't know.
It's Gadot.
Yeah, for sure.
Gadot.
Everyone that I've heard say that is also like English is their second language.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're cool.
Or they're hillbillies. But no in between.
I like your cat ear.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you have the Alex Ross t-shirt? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, dude, isn't it sick?
Oh, nice. Justice.
Yeah. It's a sick comic.
Shout out to Alex Ross. He will undoubtedly be listening to the show.
Yeah. He's our direct audience.
Yeah, he's actually going to do a mural of the three of us. So.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be just the three of us as superheroes.
Yeah.
In like Golden Age garb.
Wait, what is Golden Age Cody costume? That's what I want to know.
Dude, Hawaiian shirt for
shirt for sure. Yeah. I would say Crocs.
Yeah, for sure.
And then some
like
form of pants or shorts.
Yeah, khaki pants or khaki shorts or something.
Okay.
It's got to be short. It's got to be short.
Yeah, and then
what hairstyle Cody are we going with?
We're going with curly-haired Cody.
The prime, like Superboy, like Cody Prime Cannon.
Yes, yeah.
So it's Golden Age Cody, but it's not like the Golden Age version of Cody. It's not like classic, like superhero with a mask and cape Cody is what you're saying.
I mean, it's the most. If I was a superhero, that's how I'd dress. Is in a Hawaiian shirt and bought from Walmart because they're really cheap and easy to replace.
This is episode 2 of Comics and Chronic. I guess I'll start at the intro. That was kind of the intro. I didn't mean it for. I'm high.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. I'm about to be there right now.
Dude, be cool. Oh my god! For those of you who are not seeing this, Cody just whipped out a bong, but like cartoon style, like when Bugs Bunny just randomly has a fucking cannon next to him. You're just like, oh, nice, Anthony. What do you got there?
I got one.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Damn, you guys are cool.
You know me, cool guy.
The name of the podcast is Comics and Chronic. We had to take out a.
Oh wait, you're right about that, my dude. That is the name. Oh, you guys are ripping that shit.
Oh yeah.
I feel like when you're like inhaling a bong hit and someone asks you a yes or no question and it's yes, you're always like,
yeah, shaking your head crazy. My bong was more aesthetic than it was actually functional right now because I only have a vape pen. But you know, I have props. I come prepared with props.
You're the Carrot Top of weed comedy.
Oh God, that sounds horrendous. But with that being said, let's get right into it. This is episode 2 of Comics and Chronic. I am one of your hosts, Jacob H. As always, I'm joined by Anthony Iannaccio and Cody Cannon. This episode is a special. Oh, that's exactly how it should be. You coughing after taking a massive rip while I'm introing the show.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was poetry.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you couldn't have done that better. Today's episode is a special episode. We are focusing on Wonder Woman and specifically the latest movie, Wonder Woman 1984. There's a lot to be said about it. But before we get into it, I'll say, what's up, guys?
How's it going,
How
Jake?
we doing, my dude?
Dude, you guys are looking good.
Dude, you're looking good. What are you doing on this beautiful Friday? Is it beautiful where you guys are? It's beautiful here.
It's been raining here for like the last hours. More than hours. I'm sorry. Don't know why I said that. The whole day.
I mean, it's cold as shit right here in the Bronx, but it's nice otherwise.
It's cold, but it's beautiful, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it feels like the teens because there's like some Arctic chill factor in the air.
Oh. Our resident meteorologist, Anthony Iannaccio, over here.
That's right.
Busted out the vernacular. I left work early to come do this.
Nice.
Because I'm professional as fuck.
I just got done making some weed peanut butter fudge.
Ooh, nice. Is it in the oven or is it finished?
It's it has to chill for like 3 hours. But
dude, you have to chill. You're going hard right now.
That fucked me up.
Cody has no chill.
So I have a question about that, Cody. Like, is it true that like when you make edibles with peanut butter that they just like hit quicker?
I have no idea.
Wait, why would it hit quicker?
Because like the peanut butter has like fat in it, and usually when you eat an edible, if you eat like something with fat in it, like milk or ice cream, it'll just hit you quicker. Apparently, I don't know. Usually,
I always heard
I don't know,
milk or ice cream, huh?
Yeah.
I remember hearing for like hard drugs that if you drank orange juice with like Molly or something, it made it hit quicker.
I think what that is, if I'm using my food knowledge,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's like the citric acid just breaking down the chemical properties, making it like faster so it'll digest.
Gotcha. Cody, sorry, go a little closer to the mic.
A little closer?
Yeah,
Am I better now?
Man,
yeah.
now you sound
Okay.
great.
I'm going to just scoop my chin.
Yeah.
Why don't you position the arm for it to be like...
Oh my God, that makes more sense.
Are you fucking kidding me? You jackass.
Oh, I should have been better set up before I hit that bong because I feel dumb.
Nice.
Well,
sorry, I'm sipping on some bourbon here.
Okay, so anyway, back to hard drug. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, back to the main reason we do a podcast. Talk about our hard drug experience.
speaking of hard drugs, Wonder Woman felt like
Wonder Woman was like a come down off of the worst drugs.
Wonder Woman was so bad.
Well, actually, let's go over it first. Wonder Woman, the first movie, was actually pretty good. For those
I
of you
enjoyed
that,
it a lot.
Yep.
That's right. Wonder Woman 1984 is the sequel to Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman that tells the story of a young Susan B. Anthony crash landing onto Earth. No, the first one is good.
Yes.
And then this one, I guess, Patty Jenkins was like, hey, let's fucking just ruin everything I did.
right, because out of all the DC movies, I really liked Wonder Woman out of all of them, really. The first Wonder Woman, I mean.
Yeah.
But this one,
No, it's a good movie.
yeah, but this one, I don't know. Like, I think DC overall can't make a good movie. I don't know why. They
Well,
struggle.
after post Nolan trilogy, let's not.
Right.
What about Man of Steel?
I like
Man of Steel. I know
I like
Anthony.
Man of Steel a lot.
I liked Man of
There
Steel,
are
but I
two
didn't.
parts I don't like in it.
Yeah, it's the kind of movie where I liked it so much, but there's like a couple moments where it's just like it hurts to admit I like it because I just didn't like what they did. I mean, Superman breaking Zod's neck. What I'm trying to say is that DC, like, okay, 2 out of how many movies do they have so far? 10, 12?
I think you're probably harsher on them than I am.
I think
Because I liked a fair amount of the movies, or at least like aspects of them. Also, having a son that's a child, like seeing him get really excited about that might like impair my.
Oh, it's like a placebo effect.
Yeah, like having him like, but even he hated Wonder Woman 84, and he's loved like every single one up to it. But 84 was just especially awful.
Well, before we get into it, just because this is Comics and Chronic, for those of you, dude, there's some factoids about Wonder Woman. I want to know if you guys actually knew this. So, did you know who made Wonder Woman? Like, who published? Like the author or whatever?
No.
I know it was a
Wonder Woman was
guy.
fucking-
Like, it wasn't made by a woman.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. So Wonder Woman was made by William Moulton Marston. He's actually a psychologist. And guess what? He invented the fucking polygraph.
Oh.
Which is why the Wonder Woman's weapon is the lasso of truth.
Oh.
Nice.
Right? Isn't that a cool little factoid?
That's
I didn't
awesome.
know that.
That's super cool. I like that a lot. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I did some research. Apparently, he was in a polyamorous relationship with the other girl who used to wear like bracelets, and that's like who he based. I don't know who this dude is that he's inventing polygraphs and just drawing superheroes, but he sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that, but I always loved the lasso of truth. It's such a unique weapon. Like no other superhero even comes close to having a weapon that does what that does.
Yeah, it's super cool. Wonder Woman as a character, I love her.
Dope.
I think so dope. Always such a good. She's a lot like she's a badass.
What were you gonna say? She's a lot like what?
She's like in the comics, she's like a more iron, like fisted, harsher Superman. I feel like, like she's just takes a tougher stance on things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, have you guys checked out like Wonder Woman recently, like Rebirth or anything in the past couple of years?
I read Wonder Woman
New 52,
and I actually liked it a lot.
Same.
I thought it was solid and it was dope and she was cool.
So sorry. So Wonder Woman New 52, like what was the story there? It involved like they kind of changed her origin a bit, right?
I mean, no, not really. What do you mean?
Because it wasn't Wonder Woman New 52 all about like her getting the powers of the gods, or it was more about
she's already Wonder Woman, same origin story. She becomes the god of war, she kills Ares, she becomes the god of war, and so then the rest of her adventures are her fighting with like Dionysus and like other Greek gods or Bacchus.
Nice. I just haven't read that storyline, but it sounds. I mean, it's good. Different than other Wonder Woman storylines I've read, so it sounds really interesting.
It was honestly one of the few good like publications from New 52.
Yes. Yep. I didn't read like. Oh, gross. I didn't read too far into it, but I did like start that. That was like one of this when I was like buying a lot of comics. That was one of the New 52 that I started reading. Yeah,
that was the whole arc I read, and then I read like some Batman and some Flash from New 52. But Wonder Woman was the most solid.
Was New 52 when Scott Snyder started his Batman run with the Court of Owls and stuff? That was pretty sick.
That's cool. A great run.
That was very cool.
It's
so,
like
Anthony, I don't know what's going on with Rebirth, Wonder Woman.
Well, I mean, we're kind of past Rebirth at this point, but what I brought up Rebirth because it's like kind of like she literally in the beginning of Rebirth, like her attire from New 52, like she completely gets rid of it and kind of goes back to a classic looking Wonder Woman costume, but kind of like. So like I brought up Rebirth specifically because of the way like Cody described like Wonder Woman, because I feel like in more recent times they've kind of gone away from the way she was, let's say like early 2000s, where she was like breaking people's necks and like taking out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like,
but really I mean, why wouldn't she be breaking people's necks?
No, but like, yeah, she was really like that. But I feel like more recently, she's like not as prone to violence and looks for more like diplomatic solutions.
Because she's not toxic like the rest of us. And by us, I mean her male counterparts.
For whatever reason. I mean, I'm not saying this as a bad thing at all. I'm saying it's just the way
she looks to peace.
Yeah, exactly. They've changed the way Wonder Woman operates, and I like that because I think she was a little like had a bit of like a bloodlust before that, you know?
Dude,
I mean, she is an Amazon. She's not a fucking like diplomat. I don't want to see her like in a UN building, just like sitting down negotiating.
I guess that's what she does now.
Yeah, like whoa, the thrilling adventures of Wonder. Sounds like a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
Like a lot of negotiating treaties and whatnot. That's
But I mean, more recently, like literally in the past couple months, they've come out with a future state Wonder Woman. And
now when they turned her into a black woman?
Well, no. So there's just different like Amazonians, let's say. So like there's a mortal Wonder Woman, which the art for that is amazing. Like it's by an artist, Jen Bartel, and she kind of looks like Sailor Moon, like not the way Sailor Moon is like dressed or anything, but just like the kind of the way like she like presents herself. It's just really cool and like anime-ish. It's awesome. Some of the best art, actually.
Nice.
And it's kind of Wonder Woman in the future, at least that one. And then there's a separate story.
Cyberpunk Wonder Woman.
No, it's not even that. But she is like, it is, you got to assume like they're at least presenting it like all the other heroes are gone or something. But then there is another woman. It's a Brazilian Wonder Woman. And she's like, she's just a different Amazonian, and she might even have like a different set of like gods that she's part of like a pantheon of.
Wow.
It's cool. Like they have some new Wonder Woman stories that are different enough that, you know, it makes me, they're doing that with all the characters, by the way, with Future State.
You know what I just finished was, what's the one with Batman holding the lantern with Joker's head in it?
Last night.
I just finished that, and I really liked Wonder Woman in that comic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like a post-apocalyptic DC universe. Wonder Woman is like one of the last people standing. She had like a almost like a faux hawk and like a scar. She was pretty sweet. She was super badass too.
And
nice.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, they also came out with Wonder Woman Dead Earth, which is literally a post-apocalyptic Wonder Woman again. Like, is that, how many times did they do that? Like in the past?
Post-apocalyptic scenarios and time traveling are hot.
I guess so.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Hold now.
But actually, Dead Earth was great. Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I highly recommend that one. The art's amazing. It's written and drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson, and he's great.
Nice.
Dude, I need to buy some more comics.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Go to your local shop, people.
I need to.
That's right. You should support your local shops. It's one of the few like mom and pop shops still going, and it's a fledgling. Even before COVID, it was a fledgling industry. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So I try to support local comic book shops, and you should too, or you're a piece of shit.
Trash.
Speaking of trash, Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was just like ridiculous, even for like a comic book movie.
It relied on like cheesiness, and I do think like, dude, cheesiness can work. First few seasons of Flash on CW were really cheesy, but I really liked them.
You mean every season?
I mean, every season, yeah, but I think after a while, it was just too much.
Yeah.
And then, like, first Avenger, Captain America, is actually also pretty cheesy, but it's still cool.
Absolutely.
This one kind of went, like, too ham on it.
It was just like, ugh. And then, like, I just can't. I'm struggling with words for it.
I mean, okay, so the first 10 minutes of the movie, I was interested because the first scene when she's like a kid on Themyscira, like, I like that scene.
Yeah, and then it had nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
You could take that scene out, and it was a great scene, but it wouldn't affect the rest of the movie. And I feel like from that point, the movie just starts to go downhill. Like, I really like the mall scene. I was a fan of the mall scene. I liked it. I don't know.
I hated it.
It was a little goofy, but I liked it because it felt that way. It felt like a comic book in the 70s, I guess. And the way it was stylized
was a little goofy.
Yeah, but I liked it. But after that moment, like, they didn't do more of that, you know? Like, it didn't really stick to that kind of style. Like, it was boring after that. There was, like, nothing after that.
I also sorry.
No, you go ahead. I just can't believe they drug that movie into 2.5 hours.
Yeah. That was. We should give them credit for that because that's a feat in of itself.
We're talking about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Stakes, there are none. You know.
Yeah. Dude, but what I don't get is like in the first one, you literally had her fighting like super scientists, like Germans, fucking gods, literal gods, and now she's taking down these like 1980s cheesebag jewelry robbers or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I saw
Who
that.
had like the worst plan, by the way, as far as their heist was concerned. That was a very ill-organized robbery.
They're so bad.
Yeah, like, so of course, like anyone could take them down. I would have tried if I was in that mall. I would try to take one of those guys down.
Easy money.
Easy. You don't need superpowers to take down those dudes.
Oh,
Fair enough. But I don't know. I
enjoyed the first few minutes. It was really once the Wish Stone came into play.
Yeah.
Denounce your wish.
Then it was just from there on out. It was just so stupid.
Yeah, it was a weird plot device. I don't know. It was just whatever the stone does is it grants your every wish, but it didn't really make sense. I don't know. Like, what's his name? What's the actor that plays? Why can't I think of his name? Pedro Pascal, right?
Maxwell Lord.
Yeah, I thought.
Who is way cooler in the comics, by the way.
Yeah, Maxwell Lord in the comics, his ability is to like kind of push your mind. He kind of has like the Jedi mind trick as his main.
He has like slight suggestive telepathy. He's not like a full on telepath,
right?
But he can like kind of just push you in his way. But also not only that, in the comics, he makes the OMAC robots, which are like Merc Nasty and fuck up the Justice League. So I thought they were going to do that. Like she was going to fight a whole bunch of OMACs. But do you guys know about that?
Yeah, no? But I mean, I guess that was your first mistake. You thought DC was going to do something cool with their movies. Like they just every time. I don't know. Like
I honestly had high hopes for 84 because I really liked the first one. So I was going into it like I waited to watch it like till a week after it came out because me and my son were going to watch it together, and I was like hype, and we both were at the end of that. We're just like that could have just easily not been a Wonder Woman movie. Like you could just like it was just so bad.
It could have easily also not been an 80s movie. Like it barely like
dude, other than like the over like music and how they dressed, it could have.
Wait, no, they didn't even have 80s music. They can you like in the trailer they had that cool from New Order, Blue Monday, but that wasn't even. I don't think that was even in the movie.
I don't think it was either.
No, it was not.
And that's part of the reason I was hyped because the trailer really made it feel like the movie had a different flavor. But when you watch the movie, it was just like a depressed Wonder Woman wanting Steve Rogers. Not Steve Rogers. I mean, Steve Trevor. Easy mistake.
Easy mistake.
And that's one
Both
of the weirdest.
Chris's.
Yeah. Chris Pine and Chris Evans. But that's one of the weirdest parts of the movie, the whole Steve Rogers thing. I said it again, Steve Rogers.
I love how me and Jake are just like shaming you right now. Like,
you idiot. You call yourself a comic book reader?
Yeah.
Go to the wall.
Dude, yeah, that was lame because it's like, so okay, it was 1984. The first movie was World War I. So it had been like a solid 70 to 80 years. It's like, dude, get over him. You knew him for 2 weeks. He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
like if that's her biggest wish, how stupid is that?
That's what I'm saying. It's so like, once again, like they made her like really cool and strong in the first one. And I felt like it was very selfish and girly. It was a very like stereotypical like old Hollywood female trope for Wonder Woman to wish for like her boyfriend back. And she kept it like that until the world started going to shit. It's like Wonder Woman would not be that selfish in the same way that you think Superman would not snap Zod's neck.
Right? No, I agree.
Because would not be like, oh no, I need this boy back, or I'll let the whole world die. Like,
because in the comics, pretty much every time she blows him off, she's like every time Steve Trevor's like, I love you, she's just like, yeah, but I got more important shit to do. So peace out, Steve.
So they're like kind of like they just changed her. They made her like less wonderful. Like seriously.
No, yeah, she was just like so dumb. I was honestly really excited for what's her face as Cheetah, and that was done. Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, and that was done terribly.
She looked like the final Cheetah form looked weird.
looked dumb.
The face looked really
She looked
stupid.
like Cats. It was a step above Cats. You know,
Yeah.
the new Cats.
The musical? I thought it was literally the same.
The same?
I thought they just borrowed one of the cats.
They probably did. They
after-
probably borrowed, like, stock footage.
And just like, it was so dumb.
Her wish was to be an Apex Jellicle.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm assuming that's a Cats inside joke because I've never seen Cats.
I'm not claiming to have seen Cats either.
I'm telling you, I watched it recently.
Oh.
I love musicals. And I was high as hell, and it was like, it's like really sexy and really weird and terrifying, and like I don't mean sexy like I thought it was hot. It was just like weirdly sexual and like really uncomfortable, but it was also like amazing music. You know what I mean?
Cats are very sexual beings.
Are they?
I mean, I'm not going to claim how I know, but trust me.
The funniest thing about all this is that only we could see that Cody is wearing the cat headphones.
The cat ear headphones.
Yeah.
No, I really did try to watch the new Cats, and I got like 15 minutes into it, and I was just like, what the fuck is going, like, I couldn't, like, my brain was just like, what? They don't explain anything, like, it's just very strange.
It's just song after song, like weird cat dances, and like,
Yep.
dude, it's just better than Wonder Woman 84.
Well, that I can't agree with that. No way.
Whoa, Cody, controversial statement.
I disagree that Cats is better than Wonder Woman
Wow.
1984.
Whoa, I've never seen Cats. I honestly can't say.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest at all.
Who would win in a fight, Taylor Swift's cat or Kristen Wiig's cheetah?
Kristen Wiig's cheetah, just because I think, like, when you boil down to it, aside from the fact that Taylor Swift is just a cat, you know what I mean? just one that sings and dances. And Kristen Wiig
you're right.
is a supervillain. Aside from that, I think Kristen Wiig could beat up Taylor Swift in real life. So on both sides.
Ooh. They need to reboot Celebrity Deathmatch.
Ooh, that was a great show.
Yeah.
That was when MTV was still good.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like all catfish.
Yeah, you're right. They only produce one show and it's just catfish.
It's surprisingly easy to keep catfishing everybody over and over.
It just goes to show like what people like the younger people like to watch, that stupid catfish show.
Yeah, this is going to turn into a thing where us older white dudes just shit on younger generations.
Oh, let's not do that. Not this episode. But I'll tell you what we can shit on, and that's Wonder Woman. 1984.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I wish there was more cocaine usage.
Want to know something that's insane?
What?
They wasted $200 million making that movie.
Ugh, where did it go?
They also delayed it. It was supposed to come out way before it came out. And what was the wait for? That, you know, if it had just come out, that would have like maybe saved some disappointment.
Dude, I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad I didn't pay money to see it in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah. Patty Jenkins, if you're listening, do better.
Do better. That's what I texted you yesterday. Yeah, Patty Jenkins will be listening too. You know she will.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I want to hear what these three guys.
Three idiots have to say. Also, I just love how like every guy in the movie, other than Steve Trevor, which we'll get into because he wasn't really Steve Trevor, but then he was. Anyways, was like stereotypically like, hey babe, you want to take a ride? It's like
Yeah, every single guy was just
every
like,
single guy.
Yeah, except for Maxwell
Except for the villain,
Lord.
except for Maxwell Lord, who was just a piece of shit dad.
Yeah, he was just a terrible father.
With his inexplicable Asian son. I'm sorry, but that bothered me. Not that he's Asian. I don't care. But like, they never said like, oh, is the mom Asian? Is he adopted? Like, what was the story behind the Asian boy?
Check out Suicide Squad. We're going to find out.
Whoa, really? What?
Imagine.
Dude, or was it that this Asian kid didn't even exist and he was a figment of Maxwell Lord's imagination? And what he really wished for was just a son in general.
Oh my god!
Wow.
See, I'm giving way more depth to this movie than there actually was.
Yeah, because at the end of the movie, Maxwell Lord like just walks away with his son. He's just like, "You're right. I love my son. Everything I did, forget about it."
There's like planes crashing and shit.
Yeah, like does he
millions die?
Is he free? What the fuck? It was so weird.
Like there, you literally see a man wish his wife to get.
Yes.
I wish you were dead. And she just like falls over.
That adds to the thing. Yeah, that adds to men just doing the most horrible things in that movie.
Yeah.
I did find myself very curious. Like, I wonder what, like, there's like, what, 7 billion people? I want to, there's probably some fucked up wishes out there.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
But why did everyone
sure.
wish for nukes to go off? Like, Jesus Christ.
I think I would do that.
What?
Just to spice it up. I'd be like,
Biggest wish? I wish for nuclear war.
yeah.
I wish there was a scene of like someone doing that, but then someone like, well, I wish for no nuclear war. And then the next guy is like, well, I wish for even more nuclear war.
Yeah. I wish for it to rain dead babies and like just starts to rain. Crazy
Wouldn't
shit.
that be insane?
But like, did like no one wish for like Maxwell Lord to just like shut the fuck up? Like if they saw him on TV, like
yeah. Oh, this guy again?
Dude, you know what I didn't like also is that, okay, it's 1984. Like after the mall scene, like when you see like the news report, it's like some super powered female was doing, like they don't know who she is. She doesn't go by Wonder Woman.
she's just a local mall celebrity.
Yeah, local mall vigilante in Washington, D.C. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she hasn't been established as Wonder Woman already.
Like since World War II?
Yeah, for the last 70 years.
Nobody's caught on.
No, yeah.
Can I hit on some like really nerdy pet peeves about the movie?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to her powers, like the way she flies is really dumb. Just let her fly. Like she has to like pick up speed with wind in her lasso. Like what? She can't just like actually fly. Like in the comics, she could just fly, right?
Yeah, although originally she couldn't fly.
Right.
Yeah, that's why she had the invisible jet.
But in Justice League, doesn't she fly like a normal like fly
No,
person?
she doesn't. She gets picked up. Because remember in Batman vs Superman, she literally gets off a fucking airplane.
Oh,
to go
yeah,
help
you're right.
So she couldn't fly.
Well, that's one thing I guess I would change, but okay, I could get over that. But okay,
Well, I mean, I agree. When they show her fly and she's just like fluttering, I was like, dude, Superman would be like doing circles around you right now. Like,
right. I guess she's just
going
learning.
Mach
But
7.
she's been around for a while. I just feel like they depowered
That's
her
what I'm
basically.
saying. Yeah, they depowered her. So she had like almost as much trouble taking on a bunch of K jewelry robbers as she did God of War.
Right. Like she actually got shot. She actually got shot, like, and was bleeding. Like I don't understand that. I feel like
that's
because the cheetah wished to have her strength, dude. Were you even watching the movie?
Wait, is that really the explanation? Because she's still
she was
she says she was losing her powers because Kristen Wiig's character, whatever her dumbass name was. See, that's how like we don't even know who she is. What's her name?
Oh,
exactly.
Barbara.
Barbara Streisand wishes to become Wonder Woman.
But yeah, no. So basically, they do the stupid trope that they always do with superheroes at one point or another, where they're like, "Oh, we take away everything," and they have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
classic.
Like it was so unnecessary. Why did they have to do that?
Yeah, I guess I didn't like it. And then I guess I didn't like the way she was using her lasso. Like she was kind of like Spider-Man for a lot of the movie. Like she was like swinging around.
Yeah, she was more like Batman grappling hook doing shit.
Yeah. So it's just like those are really small things. I'm not saying that doesn't ruin the movie for me at all. And that's just the stupidest pet peeves. But those things kind of bother me sometimes because it's a DC movie and they just change things for weird reasons. I don't know. I don't like their choice.
DC, they just be like, you know what? We know we have tons of successful backstory, like decades. And so let's just ignore that when it comes to film.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and like
also, like, why does every single event in a DC movie have to be the end of the world? Why can't it just be like a personal thing to overcome? Like, why do the stakes always have to be like, oh, if this doesn't work out, everyone dies?
See, well, with Batman, it is that. It's always just Gotham. Like, Gotham is going to get wrecked.
True.
With the other superheroes, it's always the end of the world.
But I mean, even if so, like, they don't. It's not like something that's affecting, like with the nukes and everybody like just dying all the time. You know what I mean? Like food starvation. Like at the end, they did that in whatever one when they fought Steppenwolf, Justice League.
Yeah, they did.
They did that like every single time. It's like, oh, everybody's dying. Everything's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. It's a kind of recycled trope. I mean, you know, the Marvel movies the same way.
Marvel does that too.
Age of Ultron is all about, you know, if the city crashes, it's going to destroy the world. You know, Thanos is fucking destroying everything.
Yeah, but also those are more of their Avengers and like their event ones, where individually
Thor 2, it's the fate of the universe again.
Yeah, well, Thor 2 was fucking trash.
It was. Was Thor 2 worse than Wonder Woman 84?
Ooh, no. It was better.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
That's because you guys haven't seen it recently.
True.
I'd say they're about on the same level in my mind.
Really?
I agree.
I disagree.
Because I would rewatch both of them, but I wouldn't look forward to it.
Like if one of you guys like held a gun to my head, I would watch either of them again.
Fine, I'll watch it.
Because like I did the MCU rewatch right before Endgame, so that was as recent as
you watched every single movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Come on,
That's
man.
Insane.
That's dedication.
A co-host of Comics and Chronic. Of course I did.
You're not fucking around out
Hell
here.
no.
Yeah.
But honestly, Thor: Dark World was bottom of my list for yeah. And I actually like movies like Iron Man 2, which I remember not liking. I liked more.
Yeah, I still don't like 2 or 3.
You don't like Thor 3? You don't like Ragnarok?
Iron Man 2 or 3.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Iron Man 3 really... also. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like something that I hate, but it's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
It's just a thing that I try to avoid if possible.
I knew somebody who, what they say, like, I hate the concept of Zooey Deschanel.
What? Who says that?
One of my friends back in the day said it. And I was like, you hate Zooey Deschanel? He's like, nah, I just hate the concept of Zooey Deschanel.
That's crazy.
What a weird hill to die on. Just like, fuck Zooey Deschanel. Like, everything about her. Like, what did she do to him? Jeez. We got to get her on the podcast to sort this out.
Yeah. We'll have our people contact her people.
So do you think that going forward, so critically, did 84, was it a loss? Like, I mean, I know it was a loss because of the state of COVID and everything, but like, I know everyone pretty much hated it, right?
Yeah, it did. It dropped to like, I don't even know what, like 16 on Rotten Tomatoes?
No, it didn't go that low.
It did not? I'm just making that up.
Yeah, no, let's actually check that. Yeah. But
yeah, Anthony, cue that up, will you? No, it didn't. You're probably right. Didn't go that low.
Holy shit! All I typed in was RO, and it came up Rotten Tomatoes Wonder Woman 1984. It knew.
Jesus, it knew.
Okay, so it got a 60% on the tomato meter, and the audience score was 74%.
Okay,
That's surprisingly better than I thought.
Yeah, I actually thought it went like crazy low.
I would have guessed like maybe low 40s.
Yeah, that's how I thought it went at least that.
No, I think there was still a decent amount of people who liked it, and at the same time, it like netted HBO Max. I think like 100-something million.
A bunch of DC shills liked it and fucking.
But that's all that matters. That's all that matters to them right now because their whole model is going to be streaming the movies, right? And that many people subscribe for Wonder Woman, like. In March, King Kong versus Godzilla is going to be a reason I think a lot of people do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for that.
Dude, I want to see that too.
Same.
I'm whatever movie it is that I can't remember the name of it, but the new Denzel they just put on.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to catch that for show.
That does look dope.
Just plug in my boy Denzel's movie.
I like that.
It's called The Little Things.
The little things. Yeah. Plugging if anyone needs plugging, it's Denzel.
Yeah, for sure. Just helping out the little guys, you know.
Yeah. And Cody is on a first name basis with him. So
he's going to be on. We'll get him on after Zooey Deschanel. It's just priorities.
Yeah,
you know?
I think we already got tossed.
Yeah,
going on.
We're going most important people first. You know, who has a better film canon, Zooey Deschanel or Denzel Washington?
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Because on one hand, have you seen Yes Man? Oh boy.
Wait, she was in that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes Man.
She the main girl?
Yeah.
I don't think I like that movie. That's with Jason Segel and everyone.
No, Yes Man is with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Oh shit! I'm thinking of the one with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel.
Oh, I Love You, Man.
I love you, man.
Okay.
That one's good.
That one is good.
No, I rewatched it recently. When's the last time you guys watched it?
Years
ago. It's been like 6 years. Yeah.
Well, here's a good opportunity to plug a friend's podcast. So,
nice.
Alex and Carter's Movie Book Club. Check it out. I actually did an episode with them about I Love You, Man. And we all kind of agreed it kind of sucks. But
really,
because we all liked it when we were younger, but like it hasn't aged well. There's still like funny moments, but at the end of the day, it's just not the movie I remembered.
I mean, it wasn't that strong of a comedy to begin with, even when it did come out.
I kind of liked it a lot when it came out, though.
Yeah, I was like really that like all of the comedies coming from like that group of people, I was just like really sucking their dicks. So I was like at the time, I remember being like, this movie's amazing.
Right. I think the problem with I Love You, Man, though, was that it wanted to be a Judd Apatow movie, but it wasn't.
Yes. Yeah. That makes sense.
Because you need kind of like his magic for that kind of movie. He like gets everyone to just like the I Love You, Man has a great cast. Like everyone in the movie's great. Like even Jon Favreau, you know, he's in it.
Yeah.
Like I said, check out Allison Carter's Movie Book Club. It's another podcast.
Fuck
nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Allison Carter.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe we'll have her on the show. We could talk about.
Wait, what? Allison Carter?
It's two people. It's
no, is
it? He said Allison Carter.
Oh, he said Alice and Carter.
Alex and
Alex.
Carter. Oh, I thought you said Allison Carter.
No, sorry.
We'll get her on the show. Our girl, Allison Carter. Everyone knows her. Allison Carter. So famous.
Nice.
That's sick. Hell yeah. Okay, so something I want to say is Wonder Woman is always my go-to character when I play the Injustice video games.
Ew, why?
I don't know. I just really enjoy her.
Yeah, she has great combos. I like her too. With her lasso especially, kicks some ass.
Ooh, damn, yeah. I like jumping between her fighting styles, you know?
Oh, right. In Injustice 2, she kind of has the sword stance.
Yeah.
Got the pivot.
Yeah.
No, that's why I was saying we should try twitching, like streaming on Twitch sometimes.
I don't really play video games. I just don't like. I'll play like Smash Bros with my roommate like once every couple months. You know what I mean? I play Smash Bros with my son every single time we hang out.
Nice.
Who wins, you or your son?
It's pretty close. Like
really, Kale's that good.
He's pretty solid. I mean, dude, he's a man now. He's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was dying at the TikTok where you're like, he unprompted, he said these things.
What was it that he said?
He said, "My mom smells like farts."
Oh yeah.
He said, "My dad's a genius," and
yeah,
Jesus,
and cereal's a soup.
Yeah, cereal is a soup, dude. I was like.
Did he really come up with that himself?
I think he got it from watching YouTube videos.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, I mean, like some of it, the cereal of a soup sounds like something a YouTuber would say.
Gotcha. I thought it was something you told him to say, which is why you said he said it unprompted.
No, cereal is. I just told him to say weird things, which we did like a few takes. Those were his biggest hits.
Nice, gotcha. Yeah, they were great.
Do you have TikTok, Anthony?
No, but I only follow like Cody, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I post mine on Instagram and Facebook too, so
nice.
Just because I'm a slut for attention.
In one of your TikToks, I couldn't find it though. You got to link it to me though.
It's not me. It's my roommate's TikTok. It's also like the only video. They maybe only have like 3 or 4 videos, and yeah, my boy Nick or Mary. I don't know if they share TikTok, but one of them. Basically, Nick put a egg in my mouth while I was asleep, an egg yolk, and I almost died. But Sleep Cody had the wherewithal to swallow instead of inhale.
Oh god!
And, but yeah, they caught it all on film, and it got seen by like 4 million people or something.
Holy
like that.
Shit!
That's amazing.
Yeah. The funniest I'll ever be is when I'm asleep.
It's when you're not talking.
Yeah, when I'm not trying to be funny, that's when I do my best material.
or almost dying.
That's true, because tragedy plus time equals comedy. So
that's true. See, we're learning about comedy on here too. That's again the comics part about this. It's got a double meaning, folks.
Yep.
We paid good money to learn that rule, though, so you shouldn't be giving out free comedy lessons like that. We went to comedy school to learn.
We need more gatekeepers out there of knowledge and wisdom.
We need to hide those rules behind a Patreon that we got to make.
Yeah. Or behind like the Declaration of Independence or something. It's only the ultra elite can find.
Or like white terrorists could easily access, apparently.
Yes.
Just walk in and be like, we got this.
Yeah, this is ours now. And yeah.
If any of those kinds of people are listening, fuck off.
Yeah, this is our main clientele is those people.
Oh fuck no.
Wouldn't that be awful?
That would be terrible.
And our biggest fan base was white nationalists. I would cancel the podcast.
Yeah. Really? I would actually keep it going. Because there's no such thing as bad publicity.
So disagree.
Yeah.
Disagree.
The views and thoughts of Jake Friedman Herbert do not reflect mine.
I think Jake's views are just like whatever gets me paid, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yes.
By donating to our Patreon when we set it up.
Yeah.
We'll set it up one day.
Yeah, our GoFundMe.
What? Who does that? That's for hospital bills, Jake. Yeah, dude.
That's so sad. Oh, nice. What are you guys puffing on over there?
I need to puff on something. I think I'm ready. There for a while, I was honestly feeling like really weird and uncomfortable.
Why do you come on the show every time only to be like in a weird, uncomfortable state of mind?
Well, this time I'm doing great. Or no, I just said I wasn't.
That's what you just said 10 seconds ago.
So, like earlier, I was making edibles and I licked the bowl.
Oh my god,
so
you're like a fucking Steve junkie.
it like kicked in like halfway through the interview. I was like, oh, but now I'm back. I'm back, folks.
No, the big
Get on
guy's
the other
side. Break on through to the other side.
We're gonna get the rights to that song.
Yeah, because the people that represent that we're gonna hear this show. The Doors. I was thinking Van Morrison, but it's Jim Morrison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Van Morrison is a completely different kind of.
Yeah, what
mediocre.
Brown-Eyed Girl versus the Doors? I mean, a lot of people hate the Doors, though. So,
What?
Do they? I just don't care. They're just there for me. I don't have a strong opinion. Like Break On Through.
I like them.
Break On Through is a sick song. Like otherwise, it's just kind of
I like When the Music's Over. That's a great Doors song. It's like 10 minutes long, but it's awesome.
Yeah. I don't even know if I know that song, TBH.
And how do you even call yourself a Doors fan? What the fuck?
I don't. Yeah. I don't. I'm not. I just said they're just kind of there for me. Like I get people like them. I just like don't really care.
No, I totally agree. I mean, they're just the band that's just like, okay, you have to have Break On Through to the Other Side, but that's about it.
There's also what's their song? Something House Blues. I'll have to Google it, but their live version of that song from I think in Los Angeles is awesome, and it's like 10 minutes, and you could just tell they were like anyone in the audience was having a blast. Same like with Bob Marley's live at Madison Square Garden. That's a great album.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I'm not normally I'm not a live album man.
Same.
But there are like particular live albums I'm a fan of, like Talking Heads Stop Making Sense.
Yep.
I think there's a good LCD Sound System live album that out there.
Madison Square Garden also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like,
I know what you're talking about.
Metallica's Oh No.
We lost visual.
I'm Cody. I'm back.
Oh, look at that.
I was trying to get a phone. Somebody was trying to call me, and I was like, "This can't be happening right now."
Going back to Wonder Woman, the first one is good, and she's cool as Wonder Woman. She's not really that great of an actor.
No, she's not. She's kind of like she's stiff. She's very stiff.
Yeah, she's also just like limited. Like she just, didn't go to acting school. But I guess because like the movie was fun or whatever, like you get behind her as Wonder Woman.
Right.
In this, I didn't get behind her. It basically like made you dislike, like, hey, remember everything you liked about the first one? It's like, well, now you're gonna absolutely hate it. And then they just completely reverse everything they did,
Yes.
To the point where like, yeah, I knew her acting wasn't that good in the first one. But in this one, it just felt like way more obvious. I was just like, Jesus, This is bad.
And on top of that, she was just like kind of sad the whole movie, so she didn't really have time to like
get over it.
She had
Use
no
a fucking
brain.
vibrator.
Dude, yeah, dude, he's a mortal man. She could fuck superheroes. You know what I mean? Like, she's settling.
Yeah.
Get over it, Gal Gadot.
Exactly. And that's what we want to tell to all our young female listeners is that you are better than the men. They don't define you.
Yeah, you are more than a dude you met in World War II.
Well, she doesn't even care what he looks like, though. Apparently, like he just goes in another body, and she's like, "Cool, I'll ruin this guy's life just to make myself happy."
Is that rape?
It's rape. It's everything that's bad. Also, where did this dude's mind go? Was he in here this whole time watching?
Yeah. Dude, was he just like in a mental prison?
Yeah, they went to the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
exactly. Fucking Soul World.
Oh man. Yeah, this dude just like, or is he just like asleep? Does he just like lose 2 weeks of his life or something like that? However many days it takes.
Yeah, right. Like, and then at the end, they're like, haha, it's that guy again that you see, but like, you just raped his mind for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
what if it's like being John Malkovich? Like he's witnessing it.
Oh my God. That'd be terrifying. I mean, like, like, can you imagine that would just be insane.
It happens, apparently. Who knows? Ask Patty Jenkins. We got to get her on after Denzel. We got to get her on.
Dude, apparently that actor of like the dude who was Steve Trevor, but not Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
So everyone made, like, on the internet made fun of him because they were like, oh, he looks like a fucking Hallmark movie actor. And it turns out he is, in fact, because Hallmark, they put out movies all the time.
Yeah.
And like they hire the same fucking actors.
Yeah.
He is, in fact, a Hallmark movie actor.
Oh, shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's just like, why were these choices like made?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
Yep.
That means someone at Warner Brothers like saw this cut of it, was like, let's do it.
Yeah, I can't believe like that movie executives, like comic book, like the writers, like I just like can't believe that like a group of people were all like, this is the best we've got.
Yeah, but they'll let Zack Snyder redo like 5 movies.
Yep.
To make a better cut.
Like $40 million, right? Or was it way more? So much more money.
I think it's more.
Can you imagine how many movies could be made with $40 million?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like so many separate movies that are like smaller budget, but like heroes that haven't been on screen yet. You know what I mean? Like Blue Beetle or Booster Gold, something like that. Batgirl, even Nightwing. Give us a Teen Titan. Well, that's a completely different thing, but the Teen Titan show isn't that bad. I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it, so we can't really get into it, but I would love to get into it for one episode. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd start it at least. It looks terrible.
I started Doom Patrol, and that was kind of cool.
I love Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
I started X-Men New Mutants, and that was pretty
dude.
awesome.
I watched like 10 minutes of it, and it was horrendous.
Yeah. I had to watch it in 2 sittings because I had to shut it off. And then I'm just like, I got to finish it, but it wasn't worth it.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
I fell asleep both times I tried to watch it.
Magic, what's her name?
Johnson, Magic Johnson, yes.
No.
Oh, can you imagine if that was just like he was? What if it was like a Space Jam type movie? Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Oh, that would be awesome! Like a team of mutants from space comes to Earth and they have to fight.
Magic Johnson.
He was super healing.
He would be a formidable foe.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
He'd be like, take my blood, aliens. They'd be like, okay.
Dude, also, he was a point guard, so he has very good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
So in a fight, that could prove to be.
Also, like, yeah, he's just probably like with little training, he would be deadly.
Yeah. I mean, he has the name. He has the word magic in his name.
Dude,
so yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why New Mutants sucks. It didn't even try to do any of these cool ideas. You had Magic Johnson. You blew it.
Yeah.
Dude, they could have done anything else.
So Cody, what would you give Wonder Woman 84 out of 10?
Out of 10? I don't know, like a 4 or 5. 5 maybe.
That's really generous. I would give it less.
What would you give it?
Dude, I'd give it like a fucking 3.
I'd say a 4 or 5 is fair.
I'm not trying to be fair. I'm trying to be honest.
I'd give it a 6.
Really?
See, that's too generous.
See, 6 I feel like is a little too generous.
Who would you recast as Wonder Woman if you had to?
I would like just have Gal Gadot be better Gal Gadot. Like, I want this for you, but do more. or less. Just when the time's right, just be a better actor.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is really mean. I am a expert on acting, so
I would say I would want Lucy Lawless. I feel like she would be a great Wonder Woman. I mean, obviously she's too old now.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
Who's Lucy Lawless?
Xena.
Oh yeah, like in her prime for sure. That would be ideal.
Yeah, Lucy Lawless as even if we were doing what's the one Kingdom Come or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lucy Lawless was old woman Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
But they have even in Wonder Woman 84 they had Linda Carter who played Wonder Woman in the 70s.
Oh god, yeah, she was the super goddess.
Yeah, she's the one that won the armor at first, like that golden plated armor.
Which did nothing against a humanoid cheetah, and you're going to tell me she fought off like old ancient Greek armies? No, I'm sorry. I call bullshit.
Yeah, but cheetahs are fast.
Dude, yeah, Cheetah was so bad.
That's what I'm saying is like she had a really tough, mind you, she already had her powers back, and she had a really tough time fighting Cheetah. But in the first one, she takes on like the God of War. I just don't. They depowered her.
Yeah. I just think they should have just like been focused more on Cheetah and less on the whole Wish Stone. The Wish Stone was just so dumb. Yeah. It makes me want to fight.
No, I was gonna say the actual Cheetah was barely in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I would rather, at least, even though she looked awful, I would rather more of her and not like wait to it's the climax and it's like, Barbara, what did you do? You look really fucking stupid now.
Yeah. Why did they like made her like half Nightcrawler, half Cheetah?
Yeah, I was like, was your wish to become fucking ugly? Because
oh, man.
But I was going to say a good drinking game in that movie is every time they say denounce your wish, you have to take
take a shot. You'd be like fucked up.
You'd be dead. Yeah. Which would be preferable to watching that movie. So.
Being dead. Drinking yourself into a coma is a better experience than Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah. Because at least in that case, you don't know how it's going to end. But with Wonder Woman 1984, you knew exactly how it was going to end.
Also, how dumb was the whole, like, using the lasso of truth and broadcasting it to the worlds and just everyone being like, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing. Every single person being like that.
Yeah.
And then the world just, like, recovered. Like, that would be...
Like, instantly.
Yeah, and, like, nobody was mad at Wonder Woman. Like, that would send the world into chaos.
Yeah, they'd be like, we need to arrest this crazy-ass bitch. Like,
Yeah, Maxwell Edgelord is going to prison forever,
Yeah, exactly. He just literally walks away. He gets away with everything.
Yeah. Yep. They're just like, oops, you made a boo-boo.
Oops.
This is what I'm saying. If you create a comic book universe and the bar is set so low that Superman's allowed to break dudes' necks, people are going to get away with shit like that. I really don't have as
big a gripe with him breaking Zod's neck as others do.
I think it's
and
dumb.
I'm an enthusiast too, but it's like
dumb.
No, but you're not. Why was it unnecessary? Realistically, what would you do to that guy? Like in that.
Throw him into the Phantom Zone. Realistically,
and then like it was already. He also like
they don't even
he
have
wasn't
that
even
in the
thinking
movie.
like that. I think the only option in that very like moment was to kill him. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, I'm going to let him
Superman
laser
just
eyes.
Doesn't do that. Like,
yeah, but at what cost?
There's like thousands of comics where Superman is like, I got an idea. How about I don't kill him and instead throw him into.
That's also, you said thousands of comics. It's the same thing over and over. Here he took a different stance.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like Zack Snyder, like
he goes crazy, but I don't really think that was
like. He's an edgelord. He just is like, ooh, what if Superman broke the guy's
Maxwell Edgelord over here.
Oh, Maxwell Edgelord. He just gets you to almost come. Oh,
Like,
Sounds like we're speaking for language here.
No, I know. I just thought that would be a good villain for Jake's universe.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. You're right. That would be a good villain. Dude, Wonder Woman is actually in my comic book universe.
Yeah. DC gave you permission.
Yeah, DC gave me full permission to use her. No. Yeah,
Wow.
DC. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
that's how Poop Dick becomes.
Yeah, that Poop Dick is one of the staple of my what's it called, rogue gallery or my hero gallery. He's pretty much my Shazam.
Cool.
Do you guys remember like 3 days after like the lockdown started or whatever, like they released that stupid Imagine video?
Wonder Woman herself did it.
Yeah, that was horrendous.
Yeah, well, that's when we should have lowered our expectations for the movie. Because wasn't Gal Gadot the ringleader? Like,
of course, the ringleader of the infamous Imagine musical. The fuck
so
sing
bad.
along, I guess.
Yeah, just like a bunch of super rich people.
Dude, it was also huge product placement for like Zoom and shit, because it was all like, weren't they all filming themselves? Like,
yeah,
selfie style.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, I just thought it was very cringy.
Oh yeah,
super.
And it was just like an awful job of reading the room, which is like DC's whole movie strategy.
Yeah, exactly. It's right in line with DC.
Exactly, Gal Gadot. She's like, I'm gonna follow their model.
Yeah. I think if I were to recast Wonder Woman, I would go in a whole new direction, dude. All right, Megan the Stallion.
Oh, that would be so bad,
dude. I don't know. Just from dude, I've heard this like from women, so I don't want to come off like a douchebag. But I remember like when she got casted as Wonder Woman, the biggest gripe was like, oh, she's so skinny, you know?
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman is both muscular and rather curvaceous.
Yeah, but also like
slender.
Yeah,
she's athletically built.
Yeah, but she is like all comic books, somewhat unrealistic of a standard. You know what I mean?
That's right. We're not here to promote unrealistic gender standards here at Comics and Chronic. We've moved past that.
Yeah, we've moved.
Wait a minute. Weren't we talking about Batman's dick in the last episode?
Well, I mean, that's because, yeah.
That's because,
it's the Batman's dick we're talking about.
Yeah. We're also, as men, allowed to be
yeah. It's not toxic if we only criticize our own gender. So,
exactly.
Yeah. But, like, anyways, Megan Thee Stallion, she is, like, really built, not even just, like, a race. Dude, she's, like, I think, like, 6'1", or she's crazy tall.
Yeah.
So like, that's already like, and she has like more meat and muscles on her.
Yeah, but it's more of just like Megan, you're complaining about bad acting, but you want. Does she even have any acting experience?
That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to give her a shot because you're right. We don't know if she has that experience, but for all we know, it could be a fucking like our minds could be blown.
Yeah.
Jake's like, let's get Cardi B for Captain Marvel.
Cardi B will, of course, play
Cheetah.
Yeah, we're just gonna remake 84. Cardi B as Cheetah.
Ow! Just all the weird
Ow! I wish to be an apex predator. Whatever. I can't even do her voice. I definitely can't do her voice. I think the movie would be better if it was cast with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I stand by that.
I don't.
You're just being
no, I think I'm just like wanting more. Like, why couldn't it just be? I don't know.
Yeah,
wanting more what?
Huh? More whiteness?
Or acting. Better actors.
Better white actors,
You know what
Cody?
I
Is
mean?
that what you're saying?
It doesn't have to be white. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like,
You're saying Shaquille O'Neal as Steel was a
Yeah.
bad actor?
oh, that was amazing. I actually haven't watched that since I was a kid. So, how did it hold up, fellas?
Kazam? Are you
Steel, I haven't seen it.
Steel.
I've never seen
I haven't
Steel.
seen Steel as a kid either. But wait, Cody, didn't you say Billy Zane as the Phantom was like the highlight of your childhood?
I loved it as a child.
That's true.
Yes. It wasn't the highlight of my childhood.
Highlight.
I just remember, like, it wasn't a movie I remember going to see in theaters early on in my youth and, like, being like, oh, that was super cool. And then I watched it, or I didn't even finish it. I just put it on, like, a couple years ago or a year ago or something and was like, this is the worst.
Damn. And we got to get Billy Zane on here to sort this out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we're
Billy
already
Zane.
in touch with him.
Yeah, Billy Zane's The Phantom was worse than Wonder Woman 84.
Really?
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yes. There's the bar, guys.
So that's high enough.
All right, guys.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
That's Cody. I know.
Okay, well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Comics and Chronic. Today we shit on Wonder Woman 84. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much, though. My boys, Jake FH and Anthony Iannaccio, my co-hosts. And this is Cody Cannon. We'll be back at you next week.
Yeah. Yep. And we're going to talk about the Joker.
Yeah, are you
right?
going to intro the Joker?
No, I was just going to leave it on mystery.
No.
I guess we're talking about the Joker next week. The Joker.
You should have told me. I would have had it queued up.
It's okay.
It's all right. We'll get it one day.
Yeah, one of these days. Either that or we'll just keep